Strange. Alright, let's make sure that the audio is synced up like usual. And we'll let people filter in here. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Do I have a separate mic? What do you mean? Like a like a desk mic? No, I'm just using a an Xbox headset. If that's what you're asking. I apologize if I don't understand completely. Yeah, no, this headset has treated me very well in the past. Uh, I had one in the past, like I said, but I broke it out of rage, and I couldn't find any other headset with this kind of quality. So yeah, it's just I think it's a Turtle Beach Recon 200. I think. I don't know. It's something. It is a Turtle Beach headset. That's all I know. So let's just get back into the server. If we can put in the correct special words. There we go. We're in. Oh, no worries, mate. No worries. No worries at all. Okay. We're just gonna ignore that DC. Just gonna ignore it. It didn't happen. Alright, let's try and get back in there for a third time. You'll love to see it. Kunos, fix your game. 505. Get on it. Okay, let's try this again.
Green light, go, go, go.
We're in. Someone's out. Someone left. Or DC, probably, more than likely. All right. 14 minutes of free practice here on XCL on a Thursday afternoon for me. It's afternoon for me. Hello, Ralph. How's it going? Good to see you in chat. Currently with 15 people. There was 26 in the practice session, so hoping that gets up there again. Let me know if the game audio needs to be increased a bit. I don't know if you can hear the cars in this spectator cam, but we'll get it going. Oh yeah, that's good coffee. Back up to 22. As the 27 car will be the first vehicle. Shumi, who's the first car to set a lap time, and it's a McLaren. It's a McLaren. Not digging on you, Shumi. Just, I promise. Hello, everybody who is filtering into the stream. Glad you guys could either join us for the race, or if you're racing yourself, good luck. You got 12 and a half minutes left of practice before the ever important qualifying. Thank you, Lynch. Appreciate it. Shumi will come across to start his first flying lap, and we'll go with the first on board. Uh-oh. Hang on. A little bit of a Code Brown moment there for Shumi as he goes through the first series of chicanes. That whole first sector is pretty much a rhythm section. Got a decent exit through Tosa. Going up the hill towards Piratella, turn number 9. A quick double left-hander. Or, well, single left-hander and then like a left-hand kink. Turn 10, going towards the ever-famous Aqua Minerale. Very crucial to get your lines right here. As you can see, he's demonstrating what not to do, ladies and gentlemen. Going up the hill towards Variante Alta, 14 and 15. Hard on the brakes, down to first gear, using as much curbing as possible on both the right and left-hand side. Now comes the final run towards 16, 17, and 18. Through Rivazza. That's going to do a lap around Imola. Well, I guess it was like 3/4 a lap at Imola. It's going to be good enough for a 145.1. The next driver to come across will be the number 23. Ed Galbinski sets a 144.1 as there's a BMW and a Porsche exiting pit lane in front of him as Stig goes 2 seconds slower. But for now, good enough for P2. Dinkelmeyer cross line with a 2:32. Very good outlap time. I'm sorry. 188 came across. I think that was Dinkelmeyer. Actually. See, the 17 and the 27 and 56 are all on valid lap times. The 56 is BM Williams in a Mercedes. Whoa. Very nice looking Mercedes, actually, too. We'll see what the 17 Ferrari can come up with as Williams is going to look for some open space. Hopefully it's in front or behind of the 88. As you can see, he's going to go now just in front of Hushed Webb and the 21 McLaren. He's going to hope to get a lap time going. We'll stay on board. We'll say trackside with the 66 as we watch Shumi put in a lap time of 143.775. 4/10 ahead of Galbinski. BM Williams will start setting his lap time as Hushed Webb puts in the lap time. Good enough for P4 as it stands. 8.5 minutes to go. Here in free practice, and my TV is turning off. Hello? It's on. It's on again. We're back. The TV just powered off. Take a ride with BM Williams. Go ahead and go into helmet cam. As you can see, he's 4/10 up on his time of a 156.5. Beautiful He'll gain about 12 seconds in the run to Ravazza. I can almost guarantee it. I mean, well, we saw what happened, so watch that delta. It's going to go from 3/10 and it's going to go up rapidly. There's a McLaren in front of him, Sabre. Will he get out of the way? It is only free practice, but you never know. See, 12 seconds. Someone said Williams may get the pole position, and that is a good bet to have coming across the line now. It's gonna be a 142.435, and if you guessed Williams, you get a cookie. He's 3/10 clear of Dankelmeyer. Luis Vasquez, sorry. Oh, now Mad Gang. What is your top 5? 142.4 is the benchmark here in free practice. 6.5 minutes to go. Next driver coming across, it's not a valid lap time, is MCR 420. Oh yeah, 420. And the 609 Lamborghini. Yeah. And then BMW number 55 behind him. And he'll put it up into P5 with a 143.125. BMW 7762 puts in a 144.5. The 36 car. Hello. Armando with a 142.6. It's a very good lap time. Good for second position as it stands. Klorup right behind him in P9. 17 is looking to improve on his lap time. Polchinello. Decent lap time with the all-white Ferrari in P14 as it stands here in free practice. Oh, riding those curbs, buddy. Eddie Galbinski. And the Aston Martin Heart of Racing 23 car. Does not improve on that time. The 444. Looking to put in the lap time, Mel Messi. As it is not a lap time put in for him. Stig. Whoa! As Mel Messi looks like he almost had an incident there with a Porsche. Steve is baffled that there's an NSX in this race and it's not him. Well, you could have changed that, buddy. You could have changed that, as we're going to stare at Steve in the pit lane. Rocking the white. The red, white, and blue of the USA. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. Take a look at the number 1 Porsche. Dutch. Steve, don't get me started, man. You'll never get me to stop. 2.1 seconds back is DH Dutch in the number 1 Porsche P17 in free practice. 3.5 minutes left to go. The 666, the Devil's car, coming across the line. I can't find him. Oh, it's radioactive. Only 800ths back on BM Williams. Who saw that coming, huh? Now a 10th behind from BM Williams. Ed Galbinski puts in a 142.2. A 10th faster than the 56. Williams has competition. What can Dankelmeyer do? Can he respond in free practice? Negative. The 21 and the 55 coming around Ravazza now. As the 23 spun near Tosa. Steve, you don't need to learn the Bimmer. The Bimmer is so easy to drive, dude. That's why it's one of the many reasons I love driving it. People say it's emotionless, and I always hated that. Always hated that. But I mean, it's kind of true. It's an easy car to drive. You just gotta find out where you can maximize those tenths at. He's a monster of a curb. Says Dutch will come across the line for another lap time. 2 minutes left to go in this session. It's going to be an improvement by about a second. He's going to jump up to P13, 1.1 seconds behind Ed Gelbinski. The 911. Luis Vasquez in the all baby blue Porsche with white wheels improves by just a few, and he's going to put it up into P9. I'll tell you 42.8. Let's see here. I think the top 10 are all into the 42s. Let's look for the 919. Let's see what his lap time is. Actually, wait, hang on. We can do this. What are we doing? Oh, just about. Just about. This is 60 of Mad Gouliat will come across, and it won't be an improvement in this particular lap, but it's going to be his best lap. It's going to be a 1:43.860, and that Ferrari is damn quiet. We got a 3-car gaggle up coming through Ravazza, and that's Ninja going slowly in front of Dutch and Pulcinello. The 1:44.2 for Pulcinello and a 1:43.2 for Dutch. I hope I'm saying that name right. 17 Ferrari. I really hope I am. Let's see if Vasquez can put in a better lap time. And it's going to go straight into the pit lane. As you can see, that max wait time timer is active, meaning free practice session is over for those who have not finished their flying laps. As Stig 862 in the 862, Aston Martin will finish up his lap time, same with the 60 and the 17. As the 5 comes out of the pit lane, he's done. Interesting. Looking for the 60. Matt Gouliat. That's a very nice looking Aston Martin. That's not an Aston Martin, that's a Ferrari. P14 to 143.473. Do you guys prefer switching through car views like I was doing, or do you prefer doing it this way? I want to know what's better for the viewing pleasure. That's Pulcinello. Gonna come across the line. We're not even gonna get now. We're not even gonna know. Glow Stakes and Gabinski, thanks for the follows, guys. We are 169 nice followers. As look at this line of cars coming out of pit lane. Yeah, I understand, but I think, I don't know. I could see how like this could be annoying trying to find, like, oh, let's go to the front. There it is. As opposed to going, oh, let's see who's in the front. Oh, let's go from here, you know? Oh, as these guys are fighting for position. Clorp said, get my way. I just want to try and find the best way to switch for the viewing pleasure, as we're gonna try and find the 789. As I'm just gonna stick with this for now. We're gonna go on board for the first qualifying lap here in Imola. On board with Clorp, the 789 McLaren, going up towards Viranti Tamburello, corners 2, 3, and 4. Gets it almost a little loose there onto the brakes. Is going to turn 3 now. And the left-hander of turn 4, getting a little bit on the sausage curves. If you can take in that series of corners, going up to Varianta Villeneuve 5 and 6. Very quick corners. Very important to get them right. As you can see, he's all over the steering, going towards Tosa. T7 is a long left-hander. Try and carry as much momentum as possible while maintaining the optimal line. As you can see, BMW is right behind him, going up towards Piratella. A little double left-hander, a little delayed double left-hander as we go into Aqua Minerale 11, 12, and 13. Very, very crucial to get that part of the section, part of the course correct. Now it starts the uphill run towards Variante Alta 14 and 15, trying to use as much of those curves as possible to try and maximize lap time gain. Going now down the hill towards 16, 17, 18, otherwise known as Ravazza. And that's going to be the last few corners here at Imola. Can Clorp get these corners correct? He's using all the curbing on the right-hand side, not all of it on the left, but again on the right, using all the curves he can. See what this lap time will be. Where will it set the bar? Across the line, it's going to be a 143.3, and it's already beaten with a 143.1 by BMW. And that was a lap around Imola. Look at that. BM Williams and Radioactive have set the best lap times so far. The 919, there he is, sets a time with a 0.9 second gap behind P1, which is Mad Gank now with a 142.4, as the Audi. Ooh, it's an Audi. Goes goes for a little ride. Yeah. Yep, I agree, RJS. Yeah, I'm just trying to find that fine line, you know. As the 13 is now trying to set their lap time coming across, and it's also going to be the number 14 car, as Hatchie will set a lap time 5 seconds below, as the 14 of Ninja puts in the time 4/10 below Mad Gank. Oh, and the Ferret is going wild. Clorp is able to go into P number 2. If we go try and find the 862, with Juvalainen right behind him, Stig sets a 44.9, but the 71 sets a 42.7. The 48, I believe that's Steve. What can Steve do in the Bimmer? Me good enough P17. Come on, Steve, do better than that. Radioactive will set a better lap time of a 142.3 as Matt Gank puts in the time barely 100th ahead. Look at that. Separated by 0.005. 5 thousandths of a second. Let's not get too bogged down on that, as there are still 8.5 minutes of qualifying left to go. As Pulcinello, I don't think that was an improvement on his lap time. Oh dear, and Braid is going. he's making quotes. the 23 of Ed Gilbinski will be looking to set his lap time in that Aston Martin Heart of Racing car. Whoa, he jumped so far up the grid I can't see it. It's a P5. What about the 55? Previous pole sitter for about a minute. As that is a Honda becoming a lawnmower. Very nice. See, Steve is awake. There's a few bit of cars behind him, so we will stay on board or trackside with the Bimmer. He jumps up to 11th now. It's a 142.7. What about Mad Gouliat in that 16? Mad Gang. What? How did you jump? What? The 42. What was that? A 42-0? Ooh. Will we see the? We're gonna see the 41s. We're gonna see the 41s. As Williams is just sitting in there. What about the 17? Where is the 17 at? Bolsonaro. Again, we just keep finding the same drivers. Mindless Shark, thanks for the follow. Now at 170, we're going to throw a party. Pizza party. The 53, 14, and 68 all coming across Ravazza. Let's try and find these drivers. That's Poxana. Currently 7.9 back. Improves just by about 4/10. What about I Love? Surely he's going to improve by quite a bit. As he does, he's going to move up into P16. Mel Messi puts it up into the top 5. 4/10 back with a 142.4. And Steve again is on an improvement. He's going to improve by at least a 10th. What about the 420 of Matsai Caster? And where is he? There you are. Hey, buddy. Rocking that deep purple and lime green. Improved by 8/10, and it's going to be a P10 as it stands, as Dutch puts in a 43.0 behind. The number 5. Look at that. No emotion at all. Setting a 49.1. And we are just now under 5 minutes to go here in qualifying. Go ahead and look at that track map. The 53 and the 68 again coming across. But let's go ahead and find someone we haven't gone on board with. How about the 933? We'll go on board with the 933. Give everybody some love, yeah? Whether at the front of the field or near the back, everybody deserves some screen time. Going through Aquamina Rally now. Probably one of the most famous corners, or series of corners on this track. Is this Variant to Villeneuve? I'm trying not to look at the track map. as that is machine gun round, as he needs to be wary of rejoins. As you can see, BMW 776 tier comes across. Now BM Williams in P3 needs to find some improvement. Let's go ahead and look for the 56. He's down by 8/10, not a second, as he is just casually going by. What are your predictions for qualifying? Who's going to get pole? Better yet, what's your top 3 going to look like? Let me know your guesses. And we did it last race. We did a challenge to see who was going to get P8. This race, let's do who is going to finish in P6. Who will finish in P6? Throw that little challenge out there. The 88 is coming through Ravazza. If we try and find him, it is Bulbasaur and the NSX. From 31st to 21st. Now the 71 is coming across Uvalainen. Blue and green McLaren from 15th. It's not going to be an improvement this time by. What about the 666? Radioactive, just 800ths. Separates himself and who? Mad Gank. What's the time going to be? It's looking like it's going to be provisional pole to 141.5. Where is the 8? Oh, he's in the pit lane. Whoa, hello. We have a guess of Uvalainen is ending up in P6. Oh, the 56. Oh, that is Williams. Oh, that's not good for the Mercedes driver. About Matt Sycaster, what kind of lap time is he going to put in? There he is. It's not going to be an improvement this time by. There's the number 5, also coming through Ravazza of North. Braid Bulbasaur for the win. How you doing, man? Good to see ya. From 32nd to 30th, it's going to be a lap time to jump into the top 30. 40 seconds in qualifying. That is all you have left to try and improve on your lap time, as I am struggling to find the 14 car. I found him. Ninja, 1.2 seconds back. Will there be an improvement? Not this time. One more chance. What about Matt Gouliat? Will he be able to improve? 1.7 back. Not this time either. The 55 of BMW in the BMW. He's looking to improve on his final lap as he goes to P16 to P11. Steve, is he awake? Will he break into the top 10 in the BMW? He goes straight into the pit lane. Now for the 21, the 61, and the 5. These are their final lap times. Karich, just 4/10ths back in that iconic chrome green. That's an interesting color, Karich. Sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but Hushed Webb looking for an improvement on his lap time. It's not going to be so. Karich now looking to improve from P3. Can he get anywhere closer to the top 2 positions? He does so, but it's not going to be enough to promote himself up in those positions at all. X-Place trying to improve from P24 and that all yellow. Oh, that's actually yellow and green He jumps up to P17. What about the 911? Vasquez, 9/10ths back. There's no improvement from him. What about the 68 of I Love? Where are you? He does not set his lap time. 60. This is Matt Gouliat's final chance. All eyes are now on the Ferrari. Matt Gouliat, the 60, coming across the line. From P24 to P22. And that will wrap up qualifying. You can look at the times tables here. The top 12 separated, or top 13 separated by just 9/10ths of a second. Radioactive will snatch pole position by just 300ths of a second behind Mad Gank Carrot, 2/10ths behind Radioactive 99. BMW Williams, or BM Williams, I always do that. In the 56 AMG with a 142.1, finds himself in P4, and rounding out the top 5 is Armando Mar in the McLaren 720S GT3 Evo 36 McLaren with a 142.222. GIK in the Audi, the only Audi, an Audi, with a 142.3, laps completed in qualifying. Luis Vasquez in the 911 Porsche, 8/10ths behind as we get ready for the race. As you can see, about the middle, or not even the middle screen, top right screen, it's a 30-minute race. As you can see, those kind of gold ones by the driver numbers. That is the mandatory pits. I believe it's just fuel, if I'm correct. Just fuel? Okay, thank you, Steve. I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get some food because I am hungry. I need me some food.
Seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds.
No, I'm late. All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the most professional racing broadcast you have ever seen in your life. WC commentators who? FIA who? They're only going through Tosa right now. So, we're good. Oh, no, I broke it. Oh, never mind. It's gone. These drivers trying to get those tires, brakes, mines up to temperature. Braid, you're awesome. You're such a guy. I thought I had one. I swear I had one. I used to. We're going to go ahead and look at the front of the field so we can see all the cars going in and out of each other. Oh no, my pizza. Apologies for the silence. I'm just stuffing my face. All right, as 32 drivers are coming across the line to take the green flag for the 30 minutes to Imola, Felicak is in the pit lane. See those red lights on the top of the banner? The lights are red. And now they are green for the 30 minutes here at Imola with 33 cars. Matt Gank looks to have a great run as that's the Audi having a little bit of a scramble. See if these drivers keep it nice and clean as, oh, that's your race leader going off. And that's going to promote Matt Gank up into P1 at the moment as Poxana in the 53 loses out quite significantly. Let's see if everybody kept it under control. It looks that way. There we go. Steve is awake and Saber battling out for, I believe that's P18. As they have a Porsche right behind them. Whew. Everyone so far has survived. As you take a look at the cars going through Aqua Minerale, everyone has basically survived. And now the 666 is demoted down into P3. Under pressure is the 8 from the 56 of BM Williams. And they have completed one lap around the circuit of Imola. Matt Gank seriously under pressure from BM Williams. Will he go for a move here on the Ferrari? As he's got the he's got the outside, but the pink Ferrari says no, you don't. As the McLaren trying to go on the outside of turn 3. 4, rather. Turn 4. As we have several cars into the pit lane already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 8? I believe that was 8. 8 cars into the pit lane. Woo-hoo-hoo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cars already clearing those pits quite early as Steve is awake leads the second group of cars from P14. That first group is separating. They're also separating from Ed Galbinski as well, who's currently in P7. Klorpt is in that coveted 6th position. Just behind, it says Vasquez, but I don't know about that. The Audi sitting in P10. Drop my bite. What? What? Go ahead and look at those timetables. Klorpt currently has the fastest lap of a 137.767. Wait, what? Hello? What? 143.767. Did I say that? I think I said too many sevens. A triple four of Mel Messi in between Radioactive and BMW 7762. As we have more drivers entering the pit lane. It's a 992. One of the drivers. It is the driver who started in the pit lane, and I don't think that's going to be ideal for the Porsche. Let's try and go ahead and look for some battles here. As you can see, it's McLaren on McLaren action right now. Mel Messi just 4/10 behind Radioactive, closely followed by the BMW, the 55. As Messi is going to dive into the pit lane. Klorpt trying to catch up to Galbinski. It's a 42.8. Fastest lap has been stolen by none other than BM Williams. Currently with a 142.195. Go ahead and ride on board with Klorpt, who's now in P5 as Karich loses it going towards Tosa, and he might lose 2 positions here as he's offline, and he will definitely lose those 2 positions, as it's not yet done, as Karich is trying to stick with P4, but on the outside going through the double left-hander is not where you want to go, and Klorpt gets P4 before Aquaminerali trying to move himself up into P3. Radioactive from pole position is now in P7. He's dropping back quite rapidly. The 21 and another car are battling it out. Hushed Webb and Dutch, 3/10 separating those 2. Bolsonaro, Wilski, and Dankelmeyer are battling it out, but Wilski has yet to make his pit stop. 23 minutes left to go in the Imola race as the 1. And is that the 53? No, it's the 1 in the 21, I believe. Yes, it is. Fighting it out for P16 as the 27 ventures into the pits of Schumi. Schumi the money. ADHD kicking in, don't worry about it, it's fine. Now the 911 of Vasquez really under pressure from Klorpt in the 789 McLaren. And Klorpt still under pressure from Karich. From Carrots. We'll ride on board with the monstrositous green McLaren. Yeah, I'll stand by it. I stand by it. As Carriage nearly has a run-in with Clorp. You can see, looking at that dash, there's a bunch of numbers. You're welcome. I know you didn't know that. MCR 420 getting caught up by Ninja 3999. The 14 Ferrari trying to get by the Lamborghini entering Acqua Minerale. Taking a lot of those curbs there. The Ferrari luckily can handle that. As you can see now, X-Place is into the pits, as well as the 77. That's Wilski. Matt Gank and BM Williams are separating themselves from the pack, as now a train is forming behind Lewis and Clorpt. It's going to be a battle for P3. You can see BM Williams still the fastest lap of a 142.1. Where is P3? There you are. Take a look behind us. You can see that train behind Vasquez. Oh my god. I can't say it consistently. Luis Vasquez. There is a McLaren behind this Porsche. You can't see it because of its massive wang. But now you can see the mouth of that 789. That is Clorpt. 0.3 of a second behind the Porsche of Vasquez. Looks like Clorpt might have a good run here on the 911. His lights are on. 0.3 of a second faster. He usually shows the nose. Oh, but he doesn't fully. And he gives him a little flash there. I wonder if he cut him off. But that's not the move done for Clorpt. As you can see up ahead in here, we've got quite the train forming between some McLarens. Look at this. 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20. All McLarens. Ooh, McLaren times 4. 5. Times 5. As one will dive into the pits as he gives him a little flash. The 55 and the 919, ooh, an Audi, are fighting for P7, going through Acqua Minerale now. As Matt Gouliat gets himself a stop-and-go 32nd. Speeding in the pit lane will ruin your race here. As we'll check back in with Vasquez. He's still holding off Clorpt. 0.8 of a second, saying on this timing screen. Galbinski, in the heart of racing, Aston Martin, number 23. He's looking to... oh god, I always mess up this phrase. He's always looking to clean up the mess of the two in front. Oh, I'll work on it. I'm sorry. I'm terrible. I know. Carrot. Behind the 55 BMW, the 919 Audi, and the 61 is going to get by the 919, but the Audi has a little bit of a resurgence coming up through Tosa. Will Carriage be able to hold him off in that pink Audi. Harich will promote himself up into P8. Oh, that's the 13. The 13 has had a moment. That's Hatchy. As he's waiting to rejoin the track in a safe manner, as he's just going to resort back into the pit lane. Armando Mar still in P16 as it stands. Last lap, or best lap, was a 142.8. Harich now on the attack with the 55 BMW. BM Williams and Mad Gank are both trading lap times. Look at this. 141.9. He's about 2/10 quicker than BM Williams in some occasions. But these top 6 yet to make their pit stop. With the top 13, but Radioactive and JIK are changing that narrative. There's a train forming behind the 609 car of MCR 420 MCR. I say train, it's not really a train forming. But MCR and Juvalainen both making their pit stops quite early, looking to make their way up the field with 15 minutes left to go here in the Imola race. Let me know how you're doing in chat. If you are enjoying this broadcast, let me know, and maybe even drop a follow. These will be posted on the XCL YouTube. If you just look up XCL space TV, you will see past broadcasts. And I'm trying to upload two races, this being one of them. I think it was yesterday's stream I'm trying to upload. If I did one yesterday, I can't really remember. The days kind of mesh together. The 23 position, it is Ninja 39989. '14 Ferrari looking to get ahead of the 919 Audi. Oh! And that's the 933 of Machine Gun. Spinning through the chicane. Lou Vasquez still holding off Clorp, who seems to be slowing down a bit. Now McLaren was looking very feisty, but it's not about how you start. It's not about where you start. It is where you finish. Look at that group of cars going down through turn number 7, Tosa. Look at it. That is magnificent. So many cars. So looking for the 36 and the 68. I love 68. Usually a very quick driver. We have run-ins with him all the time in public lobbies. He's always near the top of the timesheets. Currently behind Armando Mar, who has promoted himself from 16th up into P12. Let's see where he qualified. Armando Mar qualified in P5. So he's looking to do a little bit better here, as there's 12 minutes to go. He did pit early. There's a few drivers in front of him that have not made their pit stops, and they are not too far ahead. But remember, it's only a splash and dash. The only requirement is fuel. So you can fuel up for a whole 30-minute race if you like, and be short by a lap. Go and make your pit stop and put in a literal splash of fuel as the 53 loses it. And looks like we have a battle for the lead, ladies and gentlemen. BM Williams on the literal back of the Ferrari. They are not opting to make their pit stop just yet, as they're going to push it quite late as they can afford to do so. They are miles ahead of P3. The run that BM Williams has going through turn number 1, and it looks like he might try and go for a move. But it's the McLaren coming out of the pit lane. Oh. Hushed Webb coming out of the pits. There is nothing that he can do about that, as he is just trying to rejoin the race, and those two just happen to be fighting, and BM Williams going on that right-hand side, unfortunately for him, not allowing him to make the move on the 8 Ferrari, but the battle still rages on as we're going ahead and try and look at another battle of MCR 420 and the 71 of Imola. It looks like MCR stays ahead of the McLaren, but Armando Mar now under pressure. It looks like he's in it says P14. Now taking a look at your leaders here. The 8 doing some defending through, or not through Aqua Minerale, and not too much so through the first series of corners, but he might have to start defending, or he might just make an early pit stop to try and get rid of BM Williams in the 56 Mercedes AMG, who is looking very, very feisty. 0.2 of a second back on Mad Gank. As it looks like the 36, Armando Mar, again, still having some battles with MCR 420 and Julianen. Ed Galbinski looking to try and make amends, go up into P number 8, and that's Mad Gank up in the pits along with Clorpt. BM Williams inherits the race lead. 6 seconds behind is Luis Vasquez. As you see, JIK, I think that's supposed to be blue. And the 909 Audi is, ooh, he got a little bit squirrely there. Is he have to take the escape road through Aqua Minerale? That's going to allow Pulcinello to go on through, as the 862 of Stig 862 in the Aston Martin will have to take avoiding action to let the leader go, as my controller batteries are low. Look at the cars going through the front stretch right now. Scenes, absolute scenes. And you see Mad Gank, Mad Gank. The 8 car is in some clear air. Oh, that's the 37 who's heading off. That's X-Place. Oh boy. Looks like there is no incidents behind them, as BM Williams does not go into the pit lane just yet. You can see Luis Vasquez opts to go into the pit lane this time by. That just leaves 3 drivers left to pit. BM Williams, BMW, and Steve is awake, who does not choose to make his pit stop just yet, and he's got to be careful because he's going to lose a position to Mad Gank for sure. Man with the fastest lap of the race. The 14 and the 88 now having a scrap as, uh-oh, it looks like there's an incident. Oh. That is Dinkelmeyer facing the wrong direction. Oh, and the front end of that McLaren is banged up. As you can see now, the leader running into some traffic that might hamper his fight with the number 8. Let's see if he decides to make a pit stop this lap. Keep an eye on that track map. As you can see, the 36, 609, 71 fighting it out for P13. Will this Lambo Evo 2 get the best of Armando Mar, who also looks like he has front end damage? The 56 is in. BM Williams is in. Keep an eye on the number 8 and the 56. Trying to find one of them. Here comes Williams, who is going to be the first to come out. It looks like it's going to be very, very close. Here comes Mad Gank in the 8 Ferrari, just coming across the start-finish line about now. BM Williams now off the pit limiter. There he is. It's going to be a close one, folks. Here comes the pink Ferrari, and it's going to be the Ferrari in front just by about a second. And you can see BM Williams loses out just a little bit. He lost, well, actually he lost over a second, or just about a second, by hitting a little late. See the 5 getting stuck in there. Whoa, as the 13 decides to be a little bit ravey and bounces up and down like it's a roller coaster. As the 14 looks like he's having a bit of a difficult time. Oh, Ninja. As you can see, that front end of that Ferrari has seen some better days. The 444 having a fight with BMW, and the 55 BMW, who's going to come out on top in this battle here. We're going to stick on board with this little group. Going down through Alcamina Raleigh with the 55 BMW on his tail. The 444 Mel Messi trying all he can to keep that red BMW behind him as he's trying to chase P7 Ed Galbinski as they now go through Variante Alta, trying to take as much curb as possible there. 0.6 seconds is BMW behind the McLaren, going downhill into Ravazza. It's going to try and keep that position as Armando Mar still trying to fend off MCR 420. But MCR 420 now has his hands full with Juvalainen as he's going to show the nose with the inside going through Ravazza. He's going to force the Lamborghini wide. And he's going to have the inside going through the final corner. And it's not going to be enough as here comes another Ferrari. And it looks like that is Matt Gouliat. Carriage now trying to go make his way past the McLaren through Variante Temorello. As he's looking mighty fine indeed, keeping that green McLaren very clean. The opposite from Armando Mar. Now approaching Toza. Oh, that is big from Carriage. The commentator's curse has struck. He kept that nose clean for the majority of this race, and with 2.5 minutes to go, he destroys the front end of his McLaren. As you can see now, Matt Gank still trying to hold off BM Williams as Steve is awake, enters the pit lane finally. the 444 and the 55. Still, hammer and tong through Ravazza. As that is unfortunate for Karich, as he was doing so good to keep that car clean. But with 2.5 minutes left to go, he bins it going towards Tosa. Mel Messi with a 143.4. BMW with a 143.4. 500ths quicker than the McLaren. Will he be able to make a move here? And I'm not sure that move will be on in that section of track. As we're going to try and find this battle here between Dutch and Stig for P24. Going through Ravazza again for which would be, I believe, their final time. Oh, that's the 992 and the 1 just up ahead of them. As it's Porsche on Porsche action, the 992 and the 1 going through the first chicane of Tamburello. And it looks like Felicak, who started in the pit lane, moving up his race up into P23 from P33, I believe it was. Dutch. Or is it Dutch? I don't. Who's that? Who's that behind him?
Alright, man. The leader is on the final lap. Give it a final push.
The leaders are on the final lap of this race, and it looks like Matt Gank will be able to fend off BM Williams. But Clort is trying to get that P3 spot going on the outside through Tamburello. Usually this will not work, as he showed the nose there just a little bit. He's got Radioactive just behind him as well. Clort, now he was on the attack. Now he's on the defense from Radioactive 99 as he's trying to secure a top 5 and even a top 3 finish here in Imola. 30 minutes is up, as you can see in the middle of the left of your screen. The 8 and the 56 going through T number 10 now. Piratella, not Pirabella. See Clorps, Radioactive, and Louis Vasquez all trying to fight for an increase of positions. Vasquez is trying to defend this podium position. As you can see, the 8 and the 56 are getting closer together, but it's 1.5 seconds between those two. Clorp still trying to gain on that P3 spot, and it looks like he might have a run here going through towards Ravazza. Will he try and go for a dive bomb? Keep an eye on that battle as he sends it, but it's a terrible move as Clort clocks him, and Matt Gank will come across line and he will win the 30 minutes of Imola, and BMW Williams will come across in P2, 1.4 seconds behind. It's a very good drive from those two, but as Radioactive will make amends of that battle, and he will finish in P3 as Clort will come across to finish P4 or P5, and Vasquez, who is in P3, will end up in P6 as Clort will surely have to take responsibility for that move, as Matt Sycaster will come across the line, finishing behind iLeft68. And Steve, P11, Julian, P12, as there is a battle going on for P19. Or there was a battle going on for P19. Bulbasaur will finish in P17. X-Place will stop on track. Is that out of fuel? He's not finished the race. Ninja will finish ahead of X-Place. So will Narf. Felicak as well. He will gain a position. Oh, did he run out of fuel? As Karich will not finish the race. Denkomare coming across Ravazza. Hushtweb will finish in P22. and Dankomir will be the last to come across the line. And P23, as that front end is severely messed up. As we're going to go ahead and try and save this replay again. See, okay, there is all of the race. Save replay. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Did it save? Is that saved? As Clorpt was trying to get that P3 spot, he made a desperate dive bomb through the final two corners. It had to have been the whole race because, or had to have saved because it won't let me go again. Yeah, there's no cars on the grid. Ah, look at that. Oh yeah, beautiful. Oh, I've broke it. Look at that. Look at the map. It's broken. As you will look through the final standings here, Mad Gank fends off the 56 Mercedes of BM Williams for P1, P2 for BM Williams. Radioactive, starting in pole position, finishes in P3. Ed Galbinski will finish in P4. Clorpt, unfortunately, will finish P5. And unfortunate for Louis Vasquez, he finds himself in, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Finds himself in P6. Mil Messi with a good race fighting off the 55 BMW for P7 and P8. ILEV 68 in the McLaren 720S will finish in P9, just 4 seconds behind the BMW. Matai Kasser in the 420 Porsche 992 GT3R will finish 5 seconds behind ILEV and will round out the top 10. The rest of the grid, starting off with Steve is awake in P11, Uvalainen in P12, MCR, Armando Mar, Saber, Shumi, Bulbasaur, Poltonello, Ninja, Narf in P20, Felikek, Stig, Hushtweb, Dankelmeer in P24, another McLaren, X-Place in the Porsche 992 in P25, X-Place, I believe he ran out of fuel. Dutch in P26, Karich not finishing as well as he had an incident with 2.5 minutes to go. Matt Gilliat will finish in P28. Wilski, P29. Machine Gun, who also, I believe, did not finish his race. Hatchie in P31. GIK in 32nd. And Puxana, who only completed 9 laps, in P33. Claudio, P34, and Vola, P35. I didn't see either of those. As yes, the Honda finishes in P17. And that is your race results for the 70 minutes here. This is broken. I can't... Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, there it is. Okay. Thank God. I'm going to quit because... it was a little laggy there. Let's see if it actually saved. No. Wow. Again, only 7 minutes. It only saved 7 minutes. Oh, yeah. No, I've been doing this for years. I know how that works. Whatever. Actually, let's take a look, see what happened to Karich. That's not him. There he is. The good old boy. I believe it was this lap right here. And this corner. Just lost it. Just lost it on the curb. Bang. Dang. The race was good. There was a bunch of battles. I tried to keep up with most of it the best I could. Um, but yeah, it was not too bad. Oh yeah, I have yet to fix the replay. Um, yeah, there we go. Now it should do it. I'm from the U.S. Originally from California, but I'm going to end on that note. And oh, thanks, Ralph. I really appreciate that. I try my best, you know. Um, it's hard sometimes, but we're out here doing the best we can to bring you guys not only a good race to watch, but a great experience. That'll wrap up from the XCL Thursday GT3 race at Imola. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a very fun race, and it was a very fun race to do commentary on. If you guys liked it, if you guys want to see more, follow. We will do, definitely be doing more. So keep an eye out. Check those channels, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you guys for following. All that jazz. I will see you in the next stream. Goodbye, friends.